Good morning. Good morning. Yes, it's still morning. Good morning, Jade. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Not bad, not bad. Just welcome everyone to breakfast with Roy and Jade. Except
Yeah.
it's breakfast time now. It's brunch time, but anyway, we'll go with it. Right. So, mental health. It's our favourite subject. We're trying to make sure that people talk about it. We're trying to make sure that everyone is aware of what the problems are.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd start with myself. Yeah, you might as well. Yeah. And just so everyone knows, I run Twinwoods Adventure. I also run three IT companies in London, a CBD company called Hemp to Wellness, and a range of other companies. And yeah, as you can expect, that gives me some reasons to have some stress. Um,
Yes.
Over and above that, we've had a year now, almost a year in 22 days, we've had a year of COVID.
Yeah.
All of those companies have been badly affected by it. And the biggest challenge for me, mental health wise, is that at some points I've gone into a really deep hole.
Yeah.
I remember on the 22nd of March when they told us we were locked down,
Mm.
we had been working really hard, and for 3 days I had nothing to do. And that then really brought to light the fact that there was going to be a big problem. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I had to kind of adjust on my thinking, adjust where we were, and yeah, I was literally sitting in the corner crying somewhere because I didn't know where we were going to be.
No.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that nobody on this planet is immune from mental health.
No.
So yeah, I sit there, I post stuff positively all over the place, and that's what people, the image people see of me. But that's not me all the time. Yeah, sometimes I go into a dark hole and I've got to kind of dig myself out of it. And my wish and my aim and my kind of my goal is to give all of my staff the tools that I use that help me in those processes. And having done NLP in the past, having done a lot of soft skill brain training, that's been some of those things have been my saviors. So the biggest one for me is living in data out compartments,
Yeah.
and what that means is that if you worry about the past, yeah, that makes you less effective. Yeah, if you worry about the future, that makes you less effective.
Yeah.
So when I was sitting there in my hole on the 23rd and 24th of March, I basically had to accept that everything was gone.
Yeah.
Everything that I worked for the last 25, 30 years in the UK was lost. And then once I'd accepted that, the weight lifts off your shoulders. It goes away,
Yeah.
and then you have the power to be able to do whatever you can, to make the best out of the situation. So I stopped there. I said, okay, well, that's it. I'm going to have to move in with my mom. Yeah, in a spare room. Yeah, I won't have any income. Yeah, I'll be bankrupt. I won't be able to be a director anymore. So now I've accepted that. Set my mind for it. You really have to honestly accept it.
Yeah.
Um, and then from there, what can I do every day to make it better? Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
And we're sitting here now, almost a year later. We have an opportunity like we've never had in our lives before. Yeah, and we have quite a happy team, I think.
We
So
do. Definitely.
we have a good laugh, and we even get to
Yeah.
see Matt on Thursdays. Huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
So no, I think yes, for me that's been the biggest learning initially. Or the biggest thing I can give to people is if you can live in data compartments, and you can just accept the worst case scenario and really accept it. Yeah, and then you can do the best you can do without it affecting the outcome.
Yeah.
And I think the team has done that. We've done that, yeah, and we're moving in the right direction.
Definitely.
How about yourself, Chad? What's your experience been?
Yeah, pretty similar, obviously, with COVID. I before I worked in the hotel industry, so I was made redundant from that, and that was probably the hardest bit for me. So I dealt with COVID fine until kind of June, and then I was made redundant. And then similar to you, the worst case scenario for me is that I wasn't going to be able to move out like I wanted to and fulfill those plans. So that was just accepting that that wasn't going to happen in 2020, and then just get on it and trying to find a new job and everything. And then I did find a job before Twinwoods, which wasn't what I wanted to do, but it was good in the meantime, and I met good people from it, and I took the good experiences from it. And then Twinwoods came along, And yeah, I mean, I'm loving every minute of it. I love the focus on mental health here, and I would say that I'm the best I've ever felt in a long time. I think maybe you think you're happy and you think you're okay, but now I think working with Twinwoods and doing these sort of things and focusing on mental health, I would 100% say that yeah, I'm feeling really good and yeah, the best I've ever felt. So that's kind of my experience from it.
Great to hear. I mean, you want to tell people what we're doing on a daily basis in terms of our We Grow program?
Yeah, so we're doing the We Grow. We have the 7 o'clock and the midday sessions. I'm a regular at the midday sessions, working towards the 7 a.m. ones.
You'll be on 7 a.m., right?
I'll soon be on the 7 a.m.s, but we do the yoga to start with. We do Wim Hof and breathing method, and then we end with some meditation. And it's only around an hour, but it makes such a difference to my day and makes me feel so much more energized. And even like just doing the yoga and stuff has helped me with my exercise that I normally do and keeping fit. And yeah, I've noticed massive changes in my body.
You've had a good weight loss as well, haven't you?
Yeah, no, I lost 12 pounds since December. So that is amazing for me, definitely. And I've got such a better relationship with the weight loss and exercise, and it's just become part of my day. So yeah, no, thank you for that.
Oh, thank you. You've yeah, an inspiration to us all. Yeah, you're always smiling, you're always happy, and
Yeah,
that's really. I mean, that's the other thing is you have to be positive. You have to have a
definitely.
positive outlook.
And it
Even
feels genuine now. It feels like when I'm smiling, because I've always been quite a smiley person, but it feels a lot more genuine, and it doesn't feel like I'm like in my job before I had to smile a lot, but it felt kind of a little bit forced. But it
yeah,
doesn't feel like that anymore. It feels a lot more natural. So that's good.
we're having fun, aren't we? We're having fun.
Yeah, we are definitely.
Oh, great. Well, yeah. So let me wrap it up there and just say, listen, guys. Yeah. If you really are in a problem with or in a hole somewhere, yeah, accept the worst case scenario, no matter what that is. Yeah. And yeah, from there, that'll give you the power to do the best you can to change it to something better. Yeah, Josh joined us. How long ago did you join us? 4 months.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Josh has worked all around the world. Is Uber qualified and yeah, won lots of things in his lifetime, and we're happy to have him here. So, Josh, what are your experiences around the mental health side been since you've been here? Because obviously that's a big focus of ours.
Yeah, it's been great actually. Like we've been able to really get together as a team and to do the breathing and the Wim Hof side of things, and it's been brilliant. Like since I've been here, and all the great thing about it is that everyone's helping each other out and getting together and working with each other and just talking and communicating, which
That's
is
that's important, isn't it? Just yeah, if you've got problems. I mean, I noticed a while ago that yeah, when I had problems, I wouldn't really say anything, and nobody would say anything. But now people are actually saying, actually, this is what's happening, that's what's happening. My girlfriend, my mom, and it's slowly but surely encouraging people to talk. And
Yeah.
that's really one of my things for this month is just trying to get people to talk. Because if people
Yeah.
don't talk, they can't help, you can't help them. You can't see. Yeah, and that's really what scares me the most is that people that don't talk, coffee, people that don't talk are keeping everything inside. So.
Yeah.
So where do you see us going? I mean, obviously you've got to get your stuff together and get back in the ice baths. Have you been finding that?
Sorry, it broke up then. I didn't hear you. Can you say it again?
You've been a bit slack on the ice baths, so you're getting back into that. How have you found that?
I loved it. I really loved it. Yeah, I have been a bit slack on it, and yeah, I do need to get back into it. But yeah, it was really, really good. Like in the beginning, I was a bit like, like what is this thing?
Yeah.
And
there's a crazy Roy again.
I was exactly the same.
yeah, like I did the feet, and then the hands, and then even the face.
Maybe Jade, maybe you can just explain for the people what we're talking about because it might sound a bit random.
So this is the Wim Hof method. So we do the breathing, and then you kind of expose yourself to the cold through sort of showers. You're putting your hands, your face, and your feet in, and then to an ice bath. So that's what we're discussing right now.
Yeah.
So just made it into the ice bath. So.
Yeah, did the ice bath, and you get in there, and like all of your arms and your legs, they're freezing. but your core, because of the breathing you did beforehand, and your focus, you get into this state of mind, your core and your head and your face stays warm, which is really, really strange. So you're sitting in there in a box full of water, freezing water and ice, and you feel good, which is really weird.
It's not warming up, eh? It's like after a while, everything just starts warming up a bit.
Yeah, and then you get out, and then you go into like a warm water and a hot shower, and then you get back to yourself again, and then we repeated it, and we did it again, and then you feel great. And then afterwards, for I don't know, for hours, I had so much energy, you know. And I did this thing at 8 o'clock at night, and I was up until 2 o'clock in the morning, just buzzing.
Yeah. So we are going to change the times for you, Josh. We did.
Thanks. Yeah, lunchtime ice baths might be better for me.
So Kasha works with us, and Kasha's was renowned for walking around with a bit of a thunderous face, and shouting at people when they didn't do things right. I gave her a challenge and said, give me how long was it? 30 days. I said, give me.
Yeah.
And we'll try and.
Well, Roy is trying to say. He was so annoying, keep saying the same stuff, just do it. So I had to do it because otherwise we would just, you know. Well, it's so hard to admit because I said to Roy, I don't believe in stuff like that. I don't believe stuff like that can work. But to be honest, I feel way better. Yeah. I feel motivated. I sleep better.
Yeah.
I start doing more stuff. I feel like I'm doing something for myself.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. Which is big thing for me because, I'm not like.
And just to tell everyone what we spoke about. I mean, initially, I asked you to listen to a book called How to Stop Borrowing and Start Living by Dale Carnegie. And you fought me on that one. But eventually you did that, and I think that made a positive difference. So how did you find that?
I think book is the best thing from everything what we're doing at the moment, because what I'm doing every morning, I'm getting up, I'm going to do some run. I'm running 30 minutes. Straight after this, I'm listening to this book, which helps me start a like different way. Because when you listen what he's saying, like your reaction is really important for your problems, for everything will happening around you. And when I start my day this way, and I have problems, like I nearly tried to kill my kids yesterday, but I didn't. My reaction was, I stopped. Is it okay? This is another problem. Good, I can't be stressed about it.
Yeah.
With this book is helping me, like, go through the day completely different way at the moment. So
awesome. Yeah. And so how are you enjoying the you were a star yesterday. You sent me some videos on the ice challenge. So we have the ice challenge, which Josh alluded to, but this starts with putting your feet in a bucket of ice. And then starting there, then it goes to your hands in a bucket of ice, and then your face in a bucket of ice. And Kasha basically said, "Look, you guys are crazy. You're crazy." Yeah. And then she did her feet the first time. I think you lasted about 10 seconds or something. You go, ah.
Yeah. My hands. Yeah, I couldn't. It was awful. I said I hate you basically, but.
But then you came back, and then yesterday I got the videos of face, hands, and feet, and you nailed it.
Wow.
Yeah. So how was that?
It was cool. Actually, I can't wait to do whole bath, to be honest. I don't know. I feel like I have challenge, and it's just, since we have lockdown, it's hard for everyone. You basically at home, you're going to work, you're doing the same thing every day, and it's really easy to, feel down. But now I feel like, I'm going to work. I can do something new. I can be like part of this crazy family.
So this is Justin. He's part of our sales team at Twinwoods. We're just chatting, Justin, really about mental health, and obviously we've been doing the Wim Hof method. How have you found your experience with the method so far?
It's been pretty good. At the start, I was a bit, what's this happening here? This breathing situation. I'm like, I don't know. So
It's crazy.
not 100. Pardon?
These crazy people.
Yeah, what are these
Yeah.
crazy people up to? So I mean, not 100% kind of sold on, on it then, but yeah, as it kind of went on and kind of you kind of let your barriers down and actually take it all in, it's pretty good. Like the breathing, you get to feel really cool, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's been, for me personally, it's quite good, and I've enjoyed kind of spending time with everyone else, because we all do it at I don't do the 7 a.m. one. That's a bit cray for me, but
I'm the same.
yeah, the afternoon session is pretty good, and it's good. Like everyone's kind of really taken on, onto it, so I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, and I don't know about you, but I feel like it's made that second lockdown a little bit easier.
100%. Yeah, I mean, also just the benefits of like, I feel even like now, kind of just doing your day-to-day thing, like I just kind of taken the breathing the whole time, and it's just like I just feel a little bit more kind of alert almost, and it's just
Yeah.
like I'm constantly kind of not focusing on my breathing, but like kind of just taking not the big one in and letting, but like just kind of throughout the day, just kind of my breathing. It's I didn't realize how important it was.
Yeah.
Well, obviously it's important because you'll die if you don't.
And once you get to know the method, it's quite good to just do it during the day, I think, if you're having a moment where you're a bit low on energy.
100%.
Do a couple of
like
rounds.
I said, like
Yeah.
after the session that we do upstairs, I mean, like, I mean, you feel a lot more awake, you know what I mean? And it's
Definitely.
you've had a good giggle. I mean, especially like the kind of the yoga's been pretty good. I mean, I've been stretching in some pretty crazy places, and my core's quite sore, and seeing all these people in their positions, and yeah, it's been good.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's all about doing something, isn't it? It's all
Yeah.
about taking an active talk about it. And a friend of ours, of mine and Justin's, Nick, had a friend that lost his life just recently, and it really kind of brings home the fact that this mental health stuff is so important to actually talk about it.
Definitely.
And we have to be talking about it. We have to provide an open platform. And myself, as trying to kind of get this team together. And this is my family. This is.
Yeah.
I really kind of believe you guys in my family, and we have to give you guys the option to talk about stuff if you need to. And I'm starting to get to a feeling where I think people are actually able to come to me and say, "Listen, Roy, I've got an issue," or speak to somebody else.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's coming across.
Yeah, 100%. It's great, and like you said, it's the family that you created. And I think it's created a pretty good atmosphere, and like it's that kind of sense of belonging, and not kind of being like, oh, you're all on your own. You're doing things together, and it's kind of bringing everyone together, and kind of everyone's doing it, having a laugh and breathing and feeling good, and everyone's got different experiences, I'm sure, but it's and that's the whole point. So I think it's what's been done is amazing.
I don't know about you, Justin, but I've never felt this comfortable if I am having a bad day to say like, oh, I'm not really feeling like that good today in a workplace ever.
Yeah,
normally I get to work, I get to the door and I go, whew, okay, forget about that. Let's try and get into work mode, when actually it's quite good to have a Zoom and everyone asks how everyone is, and you say, actually, I'm having a bit of a bad day today, and it's accepted, and you don't feel uncomfortable doing it. And I think that's an important culture to have in all workplaces now.
Yeah,
that makes you feel like you can talk about it.
No, I love it. Yeah, it's great. I agree.